Hello, friends, dietitians, coaches, and all of you who love the attuned eating and health every size paradigm. And today we're going to talk about partnering with your clients versus the two things that I see a lot of people who are quite new to being a non-diet or even an eating disorder dietitian or coach is that we get stuck in two different places. Instead of partnering with our clients, we either get stuck in frozenness, like, oh my gosh, I'm over my head, I don't know what I'm doing, or we get stuck in telling and giving advice. Two totally normal things that come up. I was in your shoes one time too. So before I dive deeper into the video, my name is Tracy Brown. I'm a somatic dietitian and a tune eating expert. I've been working with eating disorders since 2006 and recovered from my own set of restrictive eating disorder, binge eating disorder, exercise addiction. So, I've been on both sides of the couch, and I want to share with you both ends of those perspectives just really quickly in this video so you know that where your true competence and even power in our work lies is one, creating this partnership relationship with our clients versus I have to save them, which creates our frozenness, and do the right thing so I look like I know what I'm doing, which is totally understandable, no judgment, I did all the same stuff. Or I don't know what to do, so I'll keep talking and I'll keep trying to convince them about what will make their life better. And then maybe they'll just take it in intellectually. And I want to say that, again, I want to reassure you, if you're doing those things, I still sometimes do those things, but I'm just really good at catching it. And that's what I want you to be as well. And this is what these emails and this embodied dietitian space is all about, is teaching you how to partner with your clients. So what does that mean? So if we're not going to get locked in, oh my gosh, this client really hates her body, and she's talking about it, and I've tried to decode a little bit. So you may know me, and you know that some of my work is based around decoding I feel fat feelings and I've got to eat everything feelings. And our clients, those moments, feel real desperate. They really want a solution. They don't want to feel so out of control. What they really don't want to feel is uncomfortable, and they think that body change will fix that. Instead of just getting to the surface and saying, well, what's making you feel so uncomfortable, and stopping with that, is letting them talk and saying, yeah, I feel really uncomfortable because I eat too much food. And you might be looking at their food and maybe they haven't eaten enough food. Maybe they've eaten just about what you think is the right amount of food, or maybe they've eaten more than what their needs are that day, or what their bodies are saying is too much. And so we can confirm that. We can affirm that, it's like what I'm seeing here is that it's not looking like you ate too much, or it's actually looking like you ate pretty close based on your hunger and fullness to about what your body wants. Or, maybe you're right that there is a little bit of either some deprivation driven eating, or actually some overeating that caused you to be really physically uncomfortable, and there wasn't restriction the rest of the day. That's true. But I'm really curious is what else is going on in your life that feels too much? And maybe they tell you. And that's where I see a lot of dietitians and coaches get stuck. Now what do I do? And so I'm just going to give you one brief thing. And there'll be lots more to come as you're part of the embodied dietitian community. So one thing I want to give you real quick is, instead of trying to tell them that let's just get back to doing hunger and fullness and we'll be okay, and that's something we do want to encourage, what I'd rather encourage you to do instead is make it safe for your clients to get vulnerable and feel messy. And for you, I want you to give yourself permission to be imperfect as well, because we're trying to build a relationship. That kind of co-regulatory relationship is what heals more than anything you can ever say. And it's what you're doing. The doing is what's creating the healing. And when you're being present and making it totally okay for them to say some stuff, and then you to respond versus you giving advice or telling, creates this new thing for them, this new experience of, oh yeah, well, what's really going on is that, I've got a busy job, kids, partnership, trying to figure out what my own needs are and being okay with that. And some days it just feels like too much. What's it too much feel like in your system? Where do you feel that? Is that in your chest, in your belly? Oh, it's my belly, but I know it's because I eat too much food. Well, yeah, that's true. You do feel a lot of sensation there. And a lot of it or some of it could be the fullness from the food, whether it's not enough, just right, too much. Acknowledge all that. But the other part, if there was something else there that felt like a lot, what would it be? And they might flip around and tell you again, oh, Tracy, it's because I ate too much food, or I'm not okay with the food I ate, even though I didn't overeat. Like, okay, I hear those beliefs, and they're a lot. And I know we keep switching over to that. But I wonder if we could stay still present just a few seconds with the sensations or the feelings that are feeling like a lot. And so right there, I know that you're bumped up against the edge of being a dietitian or a therapist or whatever you're doing, but you want to at least open the door to helping they get really clear there might be something else besides the food's the problem or their body's too much. And so I want to continue in this embodied dietitian experience to learn how to go deeper and know that you don't expect yourself to know how to go deep with every single circumstance, every single time. If you've only seen one client, if you've been doing this 3 months, 6 months, whatever many years, I do regular supervision because sometimes I get a little stuck, and not stuck of I don't know how to keep things moving forward. It's I continuously learn how to understand the deeper dynamics and organizational things that are keeping this eating disorder situation in place. That's what I do supervision for. But you may be at the stage where you're doing supervision for decoding I feel fat, when people have a lot of body hatred. And that's what you're here to learn. And that's what I'm here to provide. So hope you stay tuned for further emails and videos. And I will talk to you in the next one. Take care. Bye for now.